Well, hello again. It is later, day 15. Good afternoon. I'm the middle-aged minimalist. And, okay, I'm sorry about the politics of that, and I apologize. Focusing on what we're doing here. 28 days. And argumentatively, it's not day 15, it's about day 12, day 13, because my overnights are different, and then I stay up 2 days, and then that screws everything up. But we're calling it 2 weeks out here. And, okay, there's a week of prep, there's a week of move, and then there's a week of obviously nesting. But the week of prep, it's going to, if not already, become one of your best friends. A simple tape measure. Okay? And I say that because above my head's all these cabinets, below all these cabinets, in back all these cabinets, and the door. Now, I'm not moving furniture, but be aware that the door will limit what you can bring in. Measure the depth deep towards the wall of your cabinets up above. Measure the height of the cabinets up above. Your other friend will just be a simple notepad, and you keep it in your pocket. Okay? I keep it here because I tear the pages off and I put them in my shirt. Again, shirts. Every shirt. The ones I wear have pockets. The ones I don't. Gee, I wonder which ones I'm giving away. Write down the dimensions. Now, I have to literally... Now, my luck is changing because I'm making my own luck. I'm creating my own energy, positive flow. And it was always joked about me as a child, if there was a rock in the river, I'd find it. And my luck is really getting better. But, okay, I got to get my brakes fixed. Yeah, I got to stop at 5 o'clock, get my brakes switched out, and then I've got to be dressed in a monkey suit, 6:30 cocktails, with the movers, shakers, and candlestick makers for this, annual dinner crap. Then I have to go to work. I mean, they all get to stay and drink and have fun, and it doesn't matter. I would just sit and drink my Coca-Cola and have a cigarette and try and be left alone. Then I have to go to work. And then what I really want to do is come back here. Just lay everything out. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Now I can really get a better picture. I need pictures in my head. That's why I did the video about the kitchen. I'm going to go back and do a serious about that, like at 11 o'clock when there's nobody there. Seeing all that stuff, I know what I use. I use those. Oh, I own one of those. I own one of those. I don't use that. Now I know what I'm bringing. And that's really helped me sort. Oh, and I made friends with a local liquor store. Can you save me, and for me, 12 Corona extra case beer bottles or boxes? Sure. They're all the same. All I have to, and they'll stack nice, and all I got to do is mark them with a Sharpie. Front, middle, aft. Load at a time. Every day, 12 boxes. Well, 12 times 5, 12 times 6, 12 times 7. I'm not taking 96 bottles. No. This isn't 99 bottles of beer on the wall. So, starting to break down the numbers. Starting to break down the numbers. Oh, yes, no swivel cam, no. Friend of mine said you did not go buy a camera prop. No. A crushed Coca-Cola can. Just multitask. One is none, two is one is great. Now there's one single purpose item in here, and that's just like in any house, a fire extinguisher. And I'm not talking these cheap ones either. I went and got this immediately. Okay? You get a standard fire extinguisher before you start doing anything. That's a single purpose unit item. But back to the tape measure. measuring everything, writing it down. I'm going to get my breaks done, go to the dinner, go to work, and finish up tonight's here's what we've learned all day. But dollar store, thrift stores, containers, shelves, saw a great idea. You know the hooks? The coat rack with like 3 hooks. Hopefully you find a coat rack with 6 hooks. Get the coat rack that has the shelf above it about 8 inches. You can hang your shoes and you still have a little shelf space for whatever. Shoes, boots. Now I'm lucky. I can keep my Western gear in my office because everybody knows that I'm not the Western guy. Now I even own Roper Hawaiian shirts, but Hawaiian shirt's a Hawaiian shirt. I don't care. I prefer the vintage ones. But clothes, shoes, boots, a decent pair of walking around, walkabout tennis shoes. If you're one of those, I gotta have white shoe freaks. Oh, hi. Keep an extra pair and use them. And keep them in a box and have that box measured where you know where it is. Those are only your dress shoes. It's winter here in Colorado, but it's 60 degrees again today. Short sleeve shirt weather. So, weather changes, winter boots. My winter gear I haven't figured out how I'm going to store yet because I need my winter gear, but it's seasonal. And again, I think I'm going to do the vacuum bags and suck them down and shove them in the basement. But I was told, just put them in Tupperware. No. Any moisture, my pea coat is from Vietnam, well before I was born. So, no, I'm keeping that. The heavy-duty wool coats and the leather coats of the 60s are far superior to what's out there today. But dollar store, thrift stores, look for containers that will fit in the various overheads. But the shelf idea, 6, lets you have 3 pairs of shoes, and then whatever accoutrements go up on the little shelf. And you can mount that on any, So I'm going to be on the lookout for one of those, and I have that on my list. So again, the gist of today's, sadly, this is part 2, which is part 1 inside Dark Side of the Moon, but a notepad. Keep a notepad with you. Keep a pen with you. Keep a tape measure with. They've got belt clips on. There's no excuse. I even have one in my little go bag, the little round one that's just the tape measure, and you push it and sucks back in. Even that's enough. Simple on the key ring. But as you begin your transition, you may discover, as I have, that the tape measure and a simple pad of paper, scratch paper, you could use cocktail napkins, bar napkins, I don't care. But I think you'll realize very quickly this is a real step in helping understanding the compartments above, below, in back, in front, and where you can store what and how. Because we're two-dimensional and linear in thought. Think above, think below. What can be put where? And what do you use every day? What do you use once in a while? And what do you use seasonally? Those are my 3 tips or points. Is it something you use daily? Is it something you use somewhat? Or is it something you use seasonally? That determines where it can go and how, because you don't have to access it till boom, boom, and boom. Perfect. And I can put 3 of those in there instead of 1. Perfect. And how do you know that? You already know the dimensions. I'm your middle-aged minimalist. We're day 15. The day's only starting for me, so thank God for Coca-Cola and cigarettes. Anyway, from the dark side of the moon, on an almost sunny Colorado day of 60 degrees as we get ready for Valentine's Day. Oh, important safety tip, guys. For Valentine's Day, here in Colorado, understand, you give them whatever they want. because October, November, you have to ask permission to go hunting. You need to score the brownie points. Anyway, from the dark side of the moon, we'll see you next time.